Yo, what's good? It's DeCypher, the writer, the retired weak rhymers, and we back with another game of Vampyr. Let's go! Alright, we got here. So he told me to go into the sewers. For some reason, I already feel like I know what I'm gonna find. Give a dog a bad name. Look at this sewers entrance. Okay.
It's in the pits, where the city is darkest. The place you'll find your light.
Gotcha. Who are you, beautiful?
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reed.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
You again? What do you want?
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker, or a doctor himself?
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh. You want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
You're right. I have never suffered from poverty. But that doesn't mean I don't fight it and its consequences.
I really doubt you ever had to fight for anything in your life, Dr. Reed.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Some of our scouts recently spotted the presence of a certain Ichabod Thod-Morton near Eastern Docks. You'll probably see him patrolling the place at night, claiming that he's a specialist of vampire extermination. This man is a fraud, not even a real con man, for he does not charge anybody for the work, but he clearly has no clue what he's talking about. If he ever approaches you for some joint hunter collaboration, refuse and let him go. In a leash fight, the man is nothing more than bait.
This could be the public house Giselle Paxton rented. I should investigate further. Giselle's stolen money. Priwen has some unethical ways of financing their war.
Stupid beast! Watch out for that
Beware, because there's a wolf among us.
It's locked, all right. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. So that's it. These wheels control the water level.
Why is it?
The gate should shut properly now. This is despicable. It's locked.
Oh! Oh!
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again! The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally! A touch of lucidity. Respect the laws of Ascalon! Here's brittle bones, dude! Whence you vanished, I'll slaughter these scalds while singing your name! The dictates of Ascalon!
Oh.
Foolish Ekon! Thine shall be a fair skull to adorn my mantle. So learn to respect the laws of... The dictates of Ascalon! Once you vanished, I'll slaughter these scalds while singing your name!
Fuck.
learn to respect the laws of Ascalon. Index should snap your ears, brittle bones, new boy. Whence you found Lord Cal was singing your name. Versus all. Power you cannot comprehend. Thine shall be a fair skull to adorn my mantle. You found your challenging dictates of Ascalon. Foolish Ekon. Blood to the pissing wells! Your blood is now mine. Down, stay down.
Fuck.
Return to your apothecary.
Alright, we got a little too impatient there. We gotta pace this shit out. I think I might go straight for the blood move, but I don't want to waste that early though. That's the thing. I don't want to waste it right off the bat. That's what I'm trying not to do.
The laws of
man, fuck the laws of Ascalon, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? Oh shit. Alright, yeah, I was just playing. I was just playing. Yeah, I was just playing. Chill. Alright. Oh, yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. I'm out of blood. Alright. Oh shit.
Once you vanished, I'll slaughter these skulls while singing your name.
Yo. Alright, that's good.
Round your death, neck shall snap.
Oh. Alright. Just dodge for a little bit. Dodge for a little bit. Dodge for a little bit. Alright.
Foolish power you cannot comprehend. Spill my blood to the pissing wells. Your blood is now mine. Down, stay down.
No! Whoa! Oh shit. Whoa!
I shall crush you. Return to your apothecary.
Whoa! Oh. Oh, ah! Lost in mine.
Your blood is now mine.
There we go. Alright.
Down, stay down.
Oh shit. Shit. No! Whoa, fuck!
Your blood is now mine. Return to your apothecary and needles.
There we go. Nigga. Whew. Alright.
It's locked, all right.
How do I get out there? This door over here? Yeah, this one ain't locked.
At least one Skull escaped Virgil's wrath. The poor creature is bleeding to death. He cannot be far. How could he have made it this far? There's blood everywhere.
They just went in circles. What the fuck?
Safe we are, still. Drink now.
Bless you, Bridget.
This isn't the blood of a vampire, but it will quench your thirst. This is our domain, not yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, Vampire. But thank you.
Sean Hampton sent me here. I believe he wanted me to find you. Who are you?
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget. And this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reed. I'm a newborn Ekon. I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon. But I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
Why was that creature after you?
Virgil is the blunt instrument of the Ascalon Club. His masters would see us dead or turned into slaves if they had their way.
What of this Ascalon Club?
Vampire Society's elite in the Empire. They make the rules and enforce their judgment upon us whom they see as lessers.
What the hell was that thing? He wasn't an Ekon or a Skull.
They are known as Volkod, an ancient offshoot of immortals. Blood drives them, enrages them.
So is it you that Sean Hampton sent me to find?
Perhaps. The sad saint was always kind to us. He must trust you if he revealed our location.
Sean is a Skull. All those I've encountered have been violent, crazed creatures. How can he be any different?
Maybe because he is the sad saint. Or perhaps because I am old Bridget of the Sewer Skulls.
Sean killed a patient of mine. And that's just one of the murders he's being hunted for.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now among us and under our protection.
Harriet Jones is alive. That's it. That's the proof Sean wanted me to find. I must talk to her.
No. Harriet is not alive. But you can speak to her. I must warn you. She is fragile and may not receive you warmly.
I don't understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but her body is so weak. I've never seen its like before. She is resting in a room on the far right of this hideout.
Thank you. I will bear that in mind.
Ascalon has stalked us for ages.
Old Bridget says you are one to trust. Eternal gratitude for your protection, Master.
Hello, Harriet. Do you recognize me?
Yes, you are from the Pembroke Hospital. The young doctor. So full of secrets.
I've so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet. If you would.
I love questions. As for the answers, you may not like them.
How do you feel?
I can't see. I can't move. My body's burning. I feel as if I'm dying over and over again.
Have you tried to eat or drink something?
People here tried to feed me, but I'm just not hungry. I don't have the strength.
Does the pain ever stop?
It is not pain I feel. It's like I can't stop feeling every inch of my body. But at the same time, each muscle and bone is the wrong place.
Your room, the blood. What brought you to fake your death in such a gruesome fashion?
To see if I would be mourned.
Do you take pleasure in causing so much pain and sorrow?
Nobody gave a damn about me. Not a tear shed. Poor Harriet. Always the discarded.
Why flee with Sean Hampton?
Oh, it's always a pleasure to see a saint fall to sin. But the coward still won't kill.
Why did you come here?
And why not? This is where I live now. Leave me be.
So you desire to stay here?
Yes, I'm with my own kind. Birds of a feather, so to speak. Poor Harriet. Always alone.
Will you respect old Bridget's wishes? Will you obey her?
Bridget is kind. She only needs to keep me fed and I'll be good.
I have a question of the utmost importance to ask. Will you answer?
Questions, questions, questions. The good doctor, always searching for answers.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital? Did you kill anyone?
First, a question from me. You answer first.
Very well then. What do you want to know?
Are you like me? Are you also dead?
We are not dead, Harriet. Death no longer pertains to us. We are different.
I what I am. I truly do. I relish the pain that courses through me.
I know you fled the hospital with Sean Hampton. Did you or Sean kill anyone in your flight? Anyone? Try and remember.
I will not lie. I wanted blood, and I wanted revenge, and Sean pulled me from it, brought me here instead. But the shadows heard my prayers. The shadows killed that bastard.
Who was that man? The one murdered in the street?
He used to be my landlord. I lived here for many years before falling ill. Oh, he was an awful man. Disgusting and cruel. So cruel.
Shadows? Tell me what you saw.
The shadows, they heard me and answered. Something in the deep darkness. Quick, deadly. It asked me if I wanted revenge. I answered, yes.
And these shadows, this presence, do you still hear it? Was it a vampire? Did Sean see it?
It spoke only to me, and now it is silent, but it is born of hatred. And it will kill again. And it hates you, Doctor. Oh, it hates you.
What makes you say that?
It whispered your name, Dr. Reed. It wanted to know who you were and where you went.
Questions about me? What did you say?
Nothing, Doctor. I said nothing. There was nothing it didn't already know. Oh, I'm tired now. Let me rest.
Have you found the answers you were looking for, young Ekon?
There is too much left unanswered. So many questions.
Get to know us. Spend time with us. And I may be willing to answer more questions.
Your diction, your words. You do not carry yourself like most Skulls I've encountered.
True. I'm not like most Skulls.
You were once someone else. What happened to you?
It is as sad as it is long, young Ekon, but it will remain mine.
Can I be of service to you?
We ask but one thing. Reveal to no one our secrets. Do not betray us.
For how long have you been in hiding here?
Skulls have been hiding under London since vampires first entered the city.
Where did you hide before the sewers?
We claimed ancient tunnels, forgotten caverns, catacombs. We are Skulls, groveling beneath the feet of our makers.
What manner of creature is Harriet? She is different from everyone else.
I really don't know. I'm not even certain she's a Skull. I've no idea as to what blood made her.
What is a Skull, in fact, in your honest opinion?
The progeny of a vampire, disavowed by her maker. Perhaps a fruitless branch of a noble tree. A word used to enslave us. I cannot say.
You mentioned that vampire blood has tremendous potency. You believe it to be stronger than your own?
The vampire's sweet blood. That rich, dark wine that we crave. For it made us, and it can sustain us.
I thank you for your time, madam. I must go back to Sean Hampton now.
Your kindness has been ample payment, Ekon. To protect us, I'll close the access to our hideout, but you can use our shortcut to reach Mr. Hampton's shelter. Just follow the arrows.
What manner of creature is Harriet? She is different from everyone else.
I really don't know. I'm not even certain she's a Skull. I've no idea as to what blood made her.
What is a skull, in fact, in your honest opinion?
The progeny of a vampire, disavowed by her maker. Perhaps a fruitless branch of a noble tree. A word.
Why do you live here, amongst the filth and vermin?
Live. Here we hide.
Why don't you leave the city? Hide somewhere far from the Guard of Priwen, the Ascalon Club.
We are the Sewer Skulls. This is our domain. We have run as far as we can, and now we hide.
What are you hiding from?
From the guilt, the shame, from the hunters and the light. And of course, our past.
Thank you, old Bridget. I hope we'll meet again.
You're spared in life.
It's locked.
Interaction risk. No. Alright.
It's locked.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed. Would you like to take communion with me now?
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers. Thank you, Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reed, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
You make no distinction between the living and the skulls, do you?
We are God's children, Dr. Reed. One and all. And he's determined to save us.
Harriet, Miss Jones, has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. to meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
Who is this old Bridget?
I don't know, Doctor. She rarely speaks of her past, but I know she has a long one. She's likely the oldest soul in the city.
Harriet is possessed by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger Skulls, guiding them to salvation and peaceful existence.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
We have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of his divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
I will strive to emulate your merciful nature, Sean, but it's a difficult pledge to make.
Give yourself over to God, Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
These urges... You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament. Take, eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
I believe you, Sean. In fact, I envy the peace you found, and will remember it.
There is love and compassion in your heart. You only need to give it wings.
Thank you for your kind words, Sean. Continue your noble efforts. You are a good man in bad times.
Keep to the light, my friend. Like all my flock, you have a home here. Anytime you're in the neighborhood.
I definitely do need to take a rest.
Another corpse thrown in the streets. Someone's playing a very sick game. I know this brooch. This is my mother's. A birthday gift from father. "29 Pretty Orchard Street. That's near Poplar's district. Why would this man carry off my mother's brooch? I must go there.
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reed.
Did you see what happened?
No. I was coming back to the shelter from work when I heard an awful scream, and there was this man, dead, just in front of the building.
You saw nothing at all?
No. I told you, just that awful woman's scream.
A woman's scream? Are you sure?
Of course. It was terrifying. I thought it was my sister, so I ran. But it was a man I've never seen round here before.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
You again? What do you want?
I've identified the men who stole from you. You were right. They were members of some self-proclaimed militia.
I knew it! Did you find the money, too?
Yes. Here it is. They thought they could finance their activities with it.
I never thought a man like you would be kind enough to... I misjudged you. Badly. Well... Thank you, sir.
Will you give the money back to your comrades, then?
Fuck those bastards who fired me. I'll give the money to Miss Gillingham. Her son Jack was a friend of mine. He was killed recently.
Did you see what just happened?
No, I didn't. And I don't care.
Really? Why is that?
Because this sexist pig is one of the 4 men who blacklisted me. Good riddance, if you ask me.
I know you were friends with Miss Gillingham's son, Jack. Tell me about his death.
Jack's murder has been a shock to the neighborhood. A sign that the situation is now out of control.
Why is that?
There has always been tension between the Wet Boot Boys and members of the trade union. But a murder? That's a first.
Who killed him?
No one will ever know. One thing is certain. While Jack was alive, I had one less reason to drink.
Why does that upset you so much?
I wish I had found the time and words to tell him how important he was to me before it was too late. Another failure for Giselle Paxton.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
You again? What do you want?
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
My stomach hurt. It don't even hurt. It's like I need some food.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Did you see what happened to him?
Actually, yes. He was thrown from the roof like a vulgar log.
Who could have done that?
Who? Well, a vampire, of course. Look, bite marks on the neck and lacerations here. There is definitely a vampire close by.
Why is it that you sound so afraid?
You didn't see it. He was dead before he hit the ground. The strength required to do such a thing, well, It beggars belief.
Oh yeah, okay, so...
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
So, how exactly?
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind.
What can you tell me about...
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Oh boy.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
You've never faced, let alone killed, a vampire, Ichabod. You're a fraud.
No, I'm not. I may embellish the truth concerning my achievements, but I'm totally dedicated to my quest.
You have courage, Mr. Throckmorton. Perhaps that is all one requires to face the demons.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You'll see. One day I'll find and kill one of these monstrosities with my own 2 hands.
You've never...
No.
You...
Thank...
Damn.
Goodbye. And good hunting, Mr. Throckmorton.
He's mine! I'll take him! This one's mine! Send you to hell!
Filthy fucking beast! Yeah!
Damn. Oh.
Stupid!
DeCypher! Die, beast! Die, leech! Cross the lead, boys! There's where this youngling! I hear See them fancy cars? Oh my God!
29 Pretty Orchard Street. This is it. What's in there for me? There's been a fight here. This window was shattered with violent force. Someone's been pulled through it and dragged through the street. Who could have done that?
Virgo, perhaps?
Stay away! It ain't you! Cross the legs, boys! Murdering bastard!
Damn.
Are you getting them weapons ready? done for him! Away with you!
Her shoes and clothes are quite worn out. Only a golden watch in her pockets. This is the very flower my mother tossed on Mary's coffin. Someone is targeting my family. The marks on this woman's neck were made by the fangs of a vampire.
I see you.
Right then. It's a sick game. But given no choice in the matter, I might as well win it.
Jonathan.
What was that? I won't let you escape. You're very fast, but I'll catch you. They've all been butchered. I can still sense a presence. I can't believe I'm doing this. feel someone's eyes upon my neck.
Help me!
You! What have you done?
Vicar Larrabee, what happened?
Demon! Hell Scourge! Son of perdition!
Vicar! Jonathan's no demon. He's just a soul. Returned from the dead. Like your Christ, Vicar.
Mary, is it really you?
Oh, it's me, all right. Precious brother.
What is Mother doing here?
I'm gathering the family for a final reunion. All smiling, all dead. Thanks to the good Dr. Reed.
Mary.
Mother, say hello to your son.
Hello, Jonathan.
Mother,
What do we have here, Mother? The prodigal son has lost his tongue. Our Jonathan always had the first and last word at dinner. The entertainer, the star of our show.
I'm sorry. Let me explain.
Shut up. It's my turn to do the talking. I have this nasty hole in my chest, Johnny. It needs to breathe.
Of course. You can speak.
My prayers went so long without an answer. My husband, killed in France. My child, carried away by the flu. My brother promising to return in his letters, then disappearing in thin air. I went from hospital to hospital. Cemetery to cemetery. Grave to grave. I've lifted every stone in London, searching for an end to the nightmare. And there you were. In front of me. On a dark pier.
The hunger had taken me.
The joy to have finally found you. I longed for your arms, a final happy ending to so much tragedy, to tell me all would be well again, as you did when we were children. It was this filthy dock where you greeted your sister. I dug a tunnel from my grave with my fingers and teeth.
Mary. I thought I had murdered you. I tried to end myself. We've been through the same horror.
We are a disease, Jonathan. A sickness that corrupts all it touches. All we kiss, and all we kill. Look at me. Admire your ilk.
I'm so sorry.
Apologies will not suffice. I demand reparation. I want a miracle. Are you a miracle worker, Dr. Reed? No? I'll show you mine then. The family Reed, reunited and complete, living forever in a red sea of eternal love. Time to go, Mother. Say hello to my son for
Mary,
me.
wait. I have made friends with vital knowledge. Vampires. We are not alone, Mary. With time, we can learn to live almost as we lived before.
How long?
What?
How long will this masquerade continue? I've been watching you. All these nights in Whitechapel, pretending you're still a doctor. You believe you're just fighting a disease. But it's you, the disease. Jonathan, you!
I'm a scientist. I'll find a solution. Let our mother go, please.
You're always the one to sway me to reason, Jonathan. But before, your motivations were always pure. Now you're tainted.
Let her go! She has no part to play in this.
Very well. Have you heard our good doctor? You can go home, Mother. Go home and rest in peace.
Yes, I'll go home and rest.
It's so easy to make them obey or forget. Puppets for our pleasure. I've seen you have your fun.
You are mad.
Oh, So that's what I am, Doctor. Mad. I was beginning to wonder. I've been hearing these voices in my head. One in particular, that of my dead brother. This is the reason I must kill you. Not for your betrayal. Not for our poisonous kiss. Not even for the lies you tell yourself. No. It's so that smooth and wicked voice will stop ringing in my ear.
Mary. No, don't!
Time to die, brother. And this time for good. Assassin! What have you done?
Damn. This is a bunch of weird shit.
God help! Please help me!
Abomination!
Jonathan, kill him. Revel in your true nature. in your true nature.
You left me to rot in this grave. What have you done?
Fuck!
You've spared the precious nurse Crane, but not your own Mary.
God help! Please!
Assassin! What have you done? Kinslayer! Kiss me again, sweet brother. You've spared the precious nurse Crane, but not your own Mary. Rest in peace, monster. You left me to rot in this grave.
Damn. Alright, hold up. I'm about to take a break.
name of Christ, someone help me! God help! Please help me! Help me, please! In the name of Christ, someone help me! God help! Please help me! Help me, please! In the name of Christ, someone help me! God help! Please help me! Help me, please! In the name of Christ, someone help me! God help! Please help me! Help me, please! In the name of Christ, someone help me! Help me, please! God help! Please help me! In the name of Christ, someone help me! Help me, please! God help! Please help me! In the name of Christ, someone help me! God help! Please help me! me, please!
You left me to rot in this grave! Ah! Assassin! What have you done? Assassin! Give me your blood, priest. Final thoughts are just to die for. You left me to rot in this grave.
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my...
You should go home now.
No, not yet. I miss my dear man.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiao Shun.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many.
At this time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible...
The worst thing is not his death.
Did he hide his...
Matthew was a
Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always...
Are you on your own? Do you have...
I have family.
You should not be by yourself.
Thank you for your sincere...
Have you recent news?
This part of town is very fragile.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not.
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this?
No. But I felt I should share it with you, since she is buried here too.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
You realize you can't stay here forever, don't you? Eventually you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why?
But you're not dead. There is a difference between visiting the dead and staying with them.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reed.
How do you feel?
I don't...
You should recover quickly after taking this.
Thank you, Doctor.
Goodbye, Xiaoshun. Maybe we'll talk...
Matthew. The world has gone...
This man's far too old to be Samuel. No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker. Samuel isn't here. I had better follow the blood trail.
See them fancy clubs? Kill you!
I have this thirst for blood.
Hello again, Xiaoshun.
Hello again.
Goodbye, Xiaoshun. Maybe we'll talk later.
Killed me, brother! You've spared the precious nurse Crane, but not your own Mary. What have you done? Abomination! Jonathan, kill him. Revel in your true nature. Assassin! Come to me, Jonathan. Kingslayer! Kiss me again, sweet. Because you spared Sean Hampton, don't expect the same mercy from me. Abomination! What have you done? You left me! Well, brother, it's time to bring this conversation to an end. Forever.
You know I will not play this game.
Calm now, Doctor. Like a rabid dog. Or think you're performing an autopsy.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'll kill them all. The kind Dr. Swansea. The sweet little lass with hair of red. I am the Harbinger, bringing your punishment.
Mary.
Don't you see? This is not me. Flesh that never ages. All nightmare, no dream. Bring it to a close. Let me sleep.
I will find a cure, Mary. I swear it.
Then, at last, I can forgive you.
as I shed one last red tear for my fallen sister. I realize the entire world now revolves around this singular word. The epidemic that has stricken London is not the Spanish flu. It is transmitted through the blood, via violent biting, turning survivors into frenzied immortals. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. I am a vampire, born anew into an age of death and pestilence. While plotting factions close in around me, I am sworn to find the source of this epidemic. I am convinced greater perils are still to come. I know the answers I seek are hiding in our blood. The flower's dying. It needs water.
I think this is a good place to bring this to a close. Mortimer. It's getting a lot worse down there, though. I need to start treating motherfuckers. Roach's Turnate. Let's raid these rooms real quick. After we done room raiding, then we can go on and heal everybody, cause niggas is really dying out here.
Jonathan, old chap, how are you tonight? I've seen little of you of late.
I was conducting research in my room, away from the nightly routines.
Of course, of course. Worry not, I understand. The situation has been testy around here. I won't deny it, but we still stand.
Have you any reliable friends in the West End who might assist me?
Unfortunately, you will be alone. Except for our ravishing red-headed acquaintance, of course.
What about the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole? Where are they?
There are only a few of us. Most others would not speak to you. I am the black sheep of our brotherly flock, you know.
What of my commission here at Pembroke Hospital?
Nothing to fear, Jonathan. Your position here is in no jeopardy. You remain one of us, and you are always most welcome.
What news do you bring?
The news is not good, my friend. We try to keep the epidemic at bay, but street violence is escalating quickly.
Tell me more about the violence.
Geoffrey McCallum seems to have sent his war dogs on a hunt. On a nightly basis, Pre-Wen patrols exterminate every skull and vampire they find.
Have they come closer to the hospital?
No. They mainly focus on fallen districts or abandoned buildings. But they're growing in numbers. They must be recruiting heavily.
How bad is the epidemic?
It is killing the infected patients faster. In less than 2 days now. The only blessing is that they are contagious for a shorter period.
I have received an alarming letter from Lady Ashbury. She wants me to meet her at her house. I have been granted safe passage.
Then you are twice fortunate. I have never been invited to the lady's mansion. But with the quarantine and controls, city access is nigh impossible.
Is the quarantine serving any purpose?
It is helping slow the propagation of the epidemic. But as long as we have no clue to its origin, its efficiency
is limited. Right. Exactly.
Why have you never entered the lady's house? You are one of her good friends, are you not?
My dear Jonathan, you have no idea how reclusive the good lady normally is. Nor in what great esteem she must hold you to let
I feel like that's what they would say about this coronavirus. It's hilarious that I'm really playing this in the middle of I'm playing a game about quarantine in the middle of quarantine. This is crazy. When I'm really thinking about it. I need some damn water for this plant.
Yes, Jonathan. Can I help you?
What need?
Then you
have you any
Considers himself a maverick among the
Thank you, Edgar. We shall speak again.
I don't need to. Wait, is he? How is he? He's fine.
I cannot enter.
I cannot enter. How are you?
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Doc.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Hold up.
Good evening.
Good evening, Doc.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
I cannot kill any of the nurses. That's like that's out completely because I need to they need to still be alive to help the patients.
I wish I could be sick again. Feel my blood boil.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you doing?
Not well. Eternity can be such a burden.
Mr. Elwood.
His blood now.
Thelma. Healthy. She has no social circle now. I don't even know why I killed dude. He was much less willing to give himself to a real vampire. This nigga hilarious, yo. I really should have killed her, but I like her. I didn't want her to die. Oswald Thatcher, alright. Neuralgia, cold, anemia, headache. Alright, I think I have
I'll leave
medicine.
you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I wish I could be sick again. Feel my blood boil with fever.
Oh, my Howcraft. I like that her name is Howcraft, though.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you require
I will be fine.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reed. Thank you.
Of course.
Goodbye, nurse.
Damn. Nope. Okay. Here you go, Strickland.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening.
Do you need my... Would have been confused.
I don't have treatment for headache. Damn. This seemed like one of the...
I will see you later. Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
What does he have? Fatigue?
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
I have retrieved your letter, Mr. Goswick. I can assure you that nobody read it but me.
Thank you. This is for you, then. For your help. And for your silence.
I think you should talk to your mother. It would be good for both of you.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. I'll think about it. Now please, let me be.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Right, now.
I've read your letter, Mortimer. You wrote about an unbearable feeling of despair, while the world crumbles around you. Tell me more about it.
There's nothing more to say, really. It's hurtful, it's unbearable, and I don't ask anyone to understand what I feel.
The world is bleak, but maybe the pain we feel is the best compass for making it a better place.
How can we repair the world, Dr. Reed, when mankind is the biggest problem? Yes, the world will be a much better place when we're gone.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, Doctor.
Mortimer is extremely vague as to his motivations for committing suicide. Tell me more about what you know.
As you say, Mortimer had no reason to die. All he said to me was that he wanted to make the world a better place, but couldn't.
What do you think he meant by making the world a better place?
Mortimer has always been a sensitive soul. He wouldn't talk to anyone for months after his father passed. It's like he carries everyone's sadness with him.
Why did your son feel so useless when facing the world?
I think it was more that he could only see the melancholy facets of life. He couldn't help but dwell on such things.
Do you realize your son could try to kill himself again? He might succeed next time.
I think about it every minute. But I won't stop fighting for my son's future. That's how much I love him.
Your determination is laudable, but you are in a state of denial, Mrs. Goswick. Your son has a very strong death wish.
How dare you talk to a mother like that? Talk to me like that?
I'm only trying to be honest, Mrs. Goswick. As painful as this fatal end may be for you, you have to accept this is a possibility.
No. I'll never accept it. If my son was to die under your care... well, you have no idea what I'm capable of, Dr. Reed.
I have read your son's suicide note. It was not an impulsive gesture, nor was it his first attempt.
He threatened to kill himself a few times before. But I never thought he would dare to punish me this much.
Punish you? Why?
I've known for a long time he was not happy with his life. But I always hoped he cared enough to avoid making me suffer like this.
Goodbye, Mrs. Good evening, Miss...
I'm okay.
I have to go now, sir.
Good evening, sir. So tired. Will this shift never end?
He needs a headache. He needs headache medicine. Oh, yeah, you.
Oh, so many deaths.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I will not let you down, my boy.
But in circumstances...
Strickland is the only one here right now that got... He's recovering. Oh no, he got a headache. Tippets, where's he at? Van Newton, Blight, and Oswald Thatcher. Oswald Thatcher.
I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
It's locked.
Sorry you ended up at a plain and cold medical bench, sir. I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same...
You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir? You won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you. You see, no one has claimed your body, sir. So it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables. I will not forget you, sir. And I thank you for your generous donation.
Oh, nah. We ain't about to do this. Nigga, you about to get your ass whooped. Whipped. Whipped.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could be useful for the living. And I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
Whatever your motives, you're making money by stealing from the dead. Dr. Swansea should be informed.
No offense, sir, but Dr. Swansea is one of my customers. As I told you, I like to help people, and everybody needs help from time to time. These people...
Whatever...
No...
Please show me what you...
Of course.
So what did you take? 'Cause...
Goodbye, Mr. Chidama. It's locked up. Right.
It never ceases to amaze me how you...
That nigga stealing from the dead, that's a whole new low. There you are. Swansea, where are you at? There you are.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, so I really can't tell him. That's crazy. I don't even get the option. And that's...
It's locked, all right.
Kind of ridiculous. It's crazy because I did want to get off the game, and now I'm about to keep playing for a little bit. Because I want to heal a few people first, like Tippets. There's Tippets. I was wondering where he was.
Good evening, Dr. Timmons.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Do you need any medical assistance?
Yes.
I keep forgetting I don't have treatment for a headache.
I will see. Goodbye, Dr. Timmons. It's locked. Good evening.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Are you concerned about the conditions here in London?
Not really. Sick people, men in arms, fighting every night. I already faced all this during the war.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
What up? It's your boy ARP, American Entertainment is the movement. More than 11,000 deaths. Italy crossed a grim milestone this week, surpassing China. Positive for the virus. And take a look at this graph.
Dr. Floyd's shoulder, you a toy soldier with an A.
Hello again, Mr. Black.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. You doing your rounds as usual?
Got more blocks than Floyd's shoulder, you a toy soldier with an AR that came out of Pete Toy chest.
Are you concerned about the living conditions in the city?
Of course I am.
Protect the mice,
I'll be stuck here for as long as Oswald refuses to go to hospital. And, unfortunately, it seems the violence is rising.
What kind of violence?
I believe people have armed themselves and started to attack those that show signs of contagion.
March now. Pinocchio knows niggas be saying truth be told with no arse around.
Goodbye, Mr. Black. Take care of yourself.
Know your part, clown.
No less dangerous.
You caught stage fright. We still waiting for the show to start now. Cause I could be cast in movies, or have show bowling height blasting Uzis, or have Adi booming with the Jamaican voice. Let's just act this stupid. It's sad you can't tell that the cash you roll is Ratatouille.
Good evening.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Wilder hurt, they hit us. That block make 40,000 a day. They gonna hear more than Sue Surf, they snitching. On mama,
Do you need medical attention?
Don't get me wrong.
So the can of energy like a Red Bull.
I will see. Goodbye, Mr. Try to take care of yourself.
The show arrived to an ER with an open mind.
Hello again, Mr. Blight.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Bullet holes from both his sides. Let's just close the blinds. Let this fish defrost in the same crease.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
Afraid so. In the war.
Throughout history, some diseases have done more damage to armies than any weapon created by man. You are wise to be careful.
You're working at the Pembroke Hospital, aren't you? That's a good enough reason for me and Oswald to go there.
Gangster and an activist is on coke. I think Oaks would give you half of it, but you don't show. You a nobody with no bodies. So don't talk that Brownsville, Brooklyn shit, cause you'll get bashed out with no posse. And when you hit singles cold as ice, you can ante up from everybody before the show stop it. Snitch ass nigga, you a rodent lover. Before
Goodbye,
you
Mr.
been
Blight.
rolling with a snitch, your
Take care
older
of
cousin.
yourself.
With me, it's like an ice machine in a hotel. I'm a plastic bag you if you go to bucket. Talk kindly. Mad cause I FaceTime with resorts behind me, and AR gave you $50 to do this video during the coronavirus? This traffic 50. No mask, just cash and blickies. Slow bucks.
It's locked, all right.
Throw yayo in the bushes and forgot where you stashed and hid it. I'm a rapper and a shooter. Keep score. Smoking blunts and runts in Magnolia. Even my leaf ward. Japs breaking bread with blacks. I get a cut cause they keep swords. And they don't mind watching me destroy you while we build it. Each floor is plate like cocaine in a box gutter. I'm from Harlem. Speakers and bitches come easy.
That shit was crazy.
So I don't have to vow or promise to ever be around you cocksuckers. Your cabbage will get scalpel chopped. You heard guns banging, I doubt you shot. I step and smoke, no staircases. Watch your tone or get poked trying to track a master. And there's no heart to get robbed unless I'm going bed-faced it. So
stay away. Whoever you are.
This is 12 bullets, red heads open like an umbrella. Rain on foam on one roof.
The famished queen has
Stay out them trucks, you from Brooklyn, ain't nothing big popping you. That's why you ain't come to Polo Grounds after they knocked out Prez Mafia. You pussy. Soft is your singing voice. The cloth you cut from is the same as the sweater you wore.
I
Smack,
am
bitch,
not
bring the
your
noise.
champion.
The scariest
But
thing in
of
the world
course
to you is your ex-wife's cell phone that can name them boys.
you are the blood of my
Fucking
blood.
faggot. Play elsewhere. You health.
I had to kill Mary.
I have I'm just
known
sharpening my
your
paws with the
pain.
wolves that is elf sneer. Clash your head.
Do not succumb to.
On Trad, he not locking with you. Or wake up
Silence!
with head on your bed and
I dismiss you now.
The land calls for a champion. All and everyone needs
in the
you.
tropics. With coke in the motor of the boat, I had to ride it. Grew up on Broadway, so knowing the languages wasn't the only thing that saved the kid from keeping the dough. I came
Tired
shot
of all these puppet shows.
handle panic. I don't owe men, but the devil made me do Daniel's damage. So if they say they slid on ice and took a shot, they gonna say, and he drew Hammond. Hockey bars. I lost niggas for their money. Whoever jock ain't rob. They ride for hours. Full tank. Don't mind the mileage. Heated seats. So even if it's lower than freezing peak, we outside your palace. My Detroit niggas will go miles for me. Pick a lock. Alcana style and ghost before your family could kiss or pick a block. Then I'll show up to the funeral dressed in chic. And let the silver back gorillas down who was planning a different
Show them war.
Whatever this poor woman did, nobody deserves this kind of punishment.
Blood, when it pours, it's reeking outside the projects. Good cutting raw, put more Puerto Ricans inside the contest. Cyclones brought muddy flood waters. Numbers of the shell cases left after the hammer bang was more than the judge offered. You Restaurants have always been there for you. And even though tables are empty at the moment, now you can be there for them. While the doors may be closed.
I cannot enter.
Open for delivery.
So this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
Said help you with destroy what you building. Each floor, nigga. Oh, that shit was crazy. I'm sorry, y'all. That battle rap should be. That should be getting wild. I'ma help you to destroy what you building. Each floor, nigga. What?
Dr. Reed, welcome. How are you?
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
After this cutscene, I'm probably going.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him. But I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
Why do you continue to mock me?
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan. I tend to tease my friends when uneasy.
What is bothering you, my lady? Your letter was quite alarming.
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now, I would like you to tell me about yourself. How have you been since we last met, my friend?
I came to the conclusion that my maker, whoever he might be, must be a powerful vampire. Certainly extremely old.
How have you reached this conclusion?
I felt this power, radiating like an aura every time he appeared.
Most ancestral vampires of England were killed by the Guard of Prewen half a century ago. I wonder who your maker could be.
You have no idea who he could be?
Some of the Ancient Ones fled England. Some may still be in hiding. All I know is you, my friend, are a pawn in some secret and obscure game of chess.
He is the only immortal I've seen appear in an ethereal form. His voice, his words seemed ancient. It was disturbing.
I am afraid you are right. The simple fact that your blood made Mary such a strong Ekon proves that you must be of ancient lineage.
My sister Mary, she was made a vampire in the same way I was. She was the one killing all those people everywhere I went.
Vengeance is a powerful force for those betrayed. Made vampire through careless error. Victims by surprise.
In the end, she implored me to put an end to her misery. But still, I felt I had taken her life twice.
I am so sorry for my accidental cruelty. Had I known your dear Mary was still alive, I would never have sent you to pray for her soul in that church.
There is no need to apologize, my lady. Your words have been most helpful in these difficult times.
Thank you, my friend. If only we could have guided your poor sister through her terrible nightmare.
I swear I did not intend that. If only I had known then how vampires are created.
That is the scientist speaking. In truth, most of us do not know how it really works. Personally, I make sure my prey will not return to haunt me.
What do you mean?
I am merciless, Jonathan. I only feed on the dying, and I make sure they are dead before leaving their remains.
I think I should ask the questions, your ladyship. After all, it was you who invited me to settle this most urgent of matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation is critical. We do not have the luxury for etiquette.
Please do not misunderstand me. I would be delighted to discuss mundane matters and idle trivialities.
If we survive the dark nights to come, we shall have all the time in the world to speak, you and I. For now, please follow me, Jonathan.
I must say, your house is exquisite.
One of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings. I took the liberty of having tea served.
You can still drink tea?
Can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe. And of course to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
Please, call me Elizabeth.
So, my lady, why, truly, did you invite me here?
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Ascalon Club.
They have done nothing but impede my investigation since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as Ascalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. Proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Ascalon Club.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave? Who is he?
Lord Redgrave is the founder and chairman of the Ascalon Club. Most mortals know him as the Earl of Bristol. He is rich and extremely influential.
Have you met him?
Only on rare occasions, for he never goes outside the club. And women are not awarded membership, even immortals.
Damn.
How old is he? How long has he been a vampire?
Lord Redgrave claims to be the progeny of William Marshall, the most valiant knight who ever lived. If that is true, he could be very old.
Very old.
How powerful is his reach? How powerful?
The Ascalon Club may be the most influential secret society in England. Not all its members are immortals, but they are all very powerful.
Any familiar or famous names?
As the richest, most relentless British tycoon, Aloysius Dawson is considered ideal Ascalon material and has been watched for years.
They are not all immortals. How is that?
The club is mainly comprised of political figures who seek the safety and expansion of the Empire. The most loyal are awarded immortality.
If you are convinced I must meet him, I will heed your advice.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite. But we have no choice.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Prewen has called for a second great hunt of our kind. And they will stop at nothing to eliminate us.
Will the Guard of Prewen and the Ascalon Club fight each other?
I doubt it. If Prewen really launched a great hunt, I think most of the Econs I know would flee the country to escape the bloodbath.
Should we fight back? I will not be hunted down like an animal again.
I admire your courage, Jonathan. But the best way to fight them is to put an end to the epidemic. This is the only way to clear the air.
I think I saw them kill an Econ on the way to your house. They seem to have a list with names.
To launch another great hunt, they must have collected intelligence on vampire identities and whereabouts. They are a resourceful lot.
I killed him, though. I guess they were supposed to kill him, but I tried to save the boy.
What is a great hunt?
The first great hunt was launched about 75 years ago.
How did you survive the first hunt?
I fled, Jonathan. Like most vampires who survived that slaughter. And I secretly came back when I was sure they had lost my trail.
Why start a second one?
Prewen has always seen us immortals as a threat to mankind. My guess is they suspect one or more of us is the cause of the epidemic.
You should
I mean, it's
flee
possible.
then. Leave London, the country even.
That'd be the best way to spread it, is through
They
vampirism.
are merciless.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan. But fear not. If the situation gets too dangerous, I shall retreat to my secret Scottish manor. I could hide you in my luggage, if you wish.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have much to do here. There is a question I must ask you. Could Lord Redgrave be my maker?
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
Will I ever discover the identity of my maker?
Maybe not, Jonathan. We know for sure you were made by a powerful vampire, but most of those fled England long ago.
Please forgive my bluntness, but I have to ask. Was it you? Did you make me?
Oh, Jonathan. I know you shall always have a gnawing doubt about who made you an immortal, but I swear, I had nothing to do with it.
You have no idea at all? You seem to know so many things about the secrets of the vampire underworld.
Even if I had my suspicions, I would not dare give you a name so soon. All I can say is this. I will make inquiries and keep you informed.
What is the plan?
The plan is we both try to save this city, you and I. Go to Ascalon, accept their proposition, and use their influence to promote your agenda.
How can I save London?
The epidemic is the priority. You must find its origin and put an end to it. This is the best way to solve the crisis.
What will you do?
I still have contacts and old friends in this town. I shall make some inquiries and attempt to learn more of the situation. We need clarity.
One day soon, I will have to find the answer to this mystery.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise. For now, you must go to the Ascalon Club and play their game.
Will I see you again at the Pembroke Hospital?
No, you will find me here if you need me. I shall conduct inquiries alone, and we can then share our discoveries.
Will you not visit Pembroke again?
No. I must remain discreet and avoid attracting attention to Pembroke Hospital for the time being.
But how will you sustain yourself?
I shall not, Jonathan. Fear not. I'm used to it.
When will we meet again?
As soon as you meet Lord Redgrave, I suppose. Fear not, my dear. I shall only be a heart's beat away.
I want to thank you for all your support and your help, my lady.
Could you do me a last great favor and call me Elizabeth?
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled. Finally, some good news in these dark hours.
Thank you. I appreciate the advice. I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
How thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Ascalon Club are honorable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations as to the natural order of things.
Ah, they used the word antediluvian. I see what they did there.
Promise me you'll be careful.
They had to be fans of the World of Darkness. They had to.
But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really look at me, young Ekon. We may be deceptive by nature, but this heart of mine has always told the truth.
Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
Alright, well, that will be it for today. Well, right now. This has been DeCypher the Chaos signing out. I will see y'all some other time for episode 8 or 7. What episode is this? I think it's 7. Yeah, it's 7. Alright. So yeah, I'll see y'all on episode 8. Once again, DeCypher the Chaos signing out.